rich here haven't just used their money to buy fancy cars, private jets, and mansions. They've also used it to rig the game in their favor. Over the last 30 years, they've enjoyed unprecedented prosperity from a system that they increasingly control. But if you head north for about 10 minutes, this Park Avenue comes to an end at the Harlem River. On the other side of the water, there is another Park Avenue. This is the South Bronx, home to America's poorest congressional district. There are 700,000 people in this district. Almost 40% of them live in poverty, making less than $40 a day. From here, the last 30 years have looked very different than the view from Manhattan's Park Avenue. People here have seen the wages fall and the cost of almost everything else including roof. They've lost their jobs in recession caused by bankers across the land. They've watched their children struggle with failing schools, and they've ended up even worse off than they were a generation ago. But America is still a land of opportunity, isn't it? A place where anyone can make it to the top. They're willing to work hard and set their sights on. That's what makes this country great. Isn't that what we tell ourselves? But in today's America, what are the chances that someone who starts their life on this Park Avenue will end up living on this Park Avenue?
Let's imagine you're invited to a game of Monopoly. You arrive at this game to find out that all of the property has been divided up. All of the money has already been handed out. But you're told, hey, go ahead and sit down, play the game. We're going to give you a chance to play just like everyone else. There are some in society that have a lot of assets, a lot of social mobility, a lot of resources to do the things that they want, as opposed to other people who are more disadvantaged, more underprivileged, don't have the same levels of resources.
Paul Pitt is a social psychologist at the University of California, Berkeley, who studies the psychology of wealth and the consequences of inequality in our society. I read about an experiment that he conducted, and it caught my interest.
Oh, yeah.
Monopoly first became a hit during the Great Depression. It's a game of ruthless dog-eat-dog capitalism. True to the American dream, everyone has an equal opportunity, starting with the same amount of money and the same chance to succeed. Winning is a mix of luck and skill. For his experiment, Pitt rigged the game by giving one player a huge advantage.
So there are two players, they don't know each other. You flip a coin to determine your position. So it's random, almost like your emergence into the world is random. Whether you land in this family or this other family. If you were the rich person, you got a lot more money. You got 2 times as much money. When you have to go, you collect $200. You get to roll both dice, so you're allowed to move around the board quicker. Now, if you're on the low end, we really hit you hard. You got half the money. When you have to go, you collected half the salary. You only got to roll 1 die. So you're moving around the board very, very slowly. The other person's just living around you, collecting $200 every couple of turns.
Even in a game that's openly rigged, the rich players inevitably exhibit a sense of entitlement. They gobble up more of the carefully placed pretzels. They come to believe that they deserve to be there. What's that? And they show no concern for the misfortune of the poor players, even though the poor players don't stand the slightest chance of winning.
The idea of the American dream is that everyone's got an equal opportunity. You just got to decide to play. But in fact, there are large groups of people that experience the game as unfair. The opportunity is not there. All the rules have been decided